Hello, good evening. Lovely to be here. Very nice indeed. Welcome. I'm staying in London. It's very nice of Russ to put me on. I'm staying in London, staying in a hotel. Do you know, I love staying in hotels. The thing I love most about staying in hotels is you don't get to know the other guests, do you? Until breakfast time. When you roll over and there they are. That's a little joke for the slags. Dirty whore. I stay in hotels around the country. I do this for a living. I stay in hotels all around the country. I also get to stay with friends and family as well. That's always fantastic. I love that. I always arrive there and they go, come on in, Sally, come on in, come on in. I've made your bed. There it is. There's your bed and there's the shower. Just use it. Don't feel obliged, just use it. You don't have to ask, just use it. Don't feel at liberty, just use it. And what's fantastic is they've always got stuff that you haven't got. Like hot water. No, so I see the Trevor Sorbie shampoo and think, fuck it, they said it. And then I spot the molten brown hand lotion. I think, hey! Oh, fuck it, all over. Lovely. And then I think, wow, wouldn't normally shave, but fuck it, eh? It's a little joke for the ladies over 30. It's you again, madam. Two for you. Old slag. I used to live in London. I used to live in North London in a studio flat. That wasn't because I couldn't afford a one-bedroom flat. Don't judge me. I would have had a one-bedroom flat if I'd have wanted one. I chose a studio flat because there's nothing in life I like more than having a bath whilst I'm hoovering the communal hallway. Touching all four walls in one go. Oh, 180 quid a week. Look at this. And then when it was bedtime, the oven would open and double up. Night then. Oh, good, it's gas. I'm single at the moment, recently single. One of the reasons we split up was because he accused me of being selfish. I think that's what he said, I wasn't really listening. But the advice my friends keep giving me at the moment, though, this is the advice, it's like bereavement, Sally, when you split up with somebody, it's like bereavement. You go through the same phases you do with bereavement, it's just like bereavement, Sally. But I've got to be honest, right? I've been through both, and I think this is actually worse. Because every time I get through one of these phases, I remember that he's still actually alive. It's hard. It's like a double whammy, isn't it? Fucking hell. You're all right. Oh, he's still there. But it's not really like bereavement. That's a bit of a myth, I've got to be honest. No, because with bereavement, you go through phases called anger, denial, guilt, acceptance, shock. When someone dies, there's no phase called embarrassment at ever having known him. There's no relief. And you can't run your keys along the side of the coffin. It's fucking frowned on, apparently. 10 years I was with him, 10 years. It's a long time. So I was getting a good night's sleep. While he was shagging me, obviously. That's when you get your heads down, isn't it, ladies? While they're boring the shit out of you. If that's your hole of choice, of course, that's entirely. It's another one for you. I didn't fancy him when I met him. Do you know that? I really didn't. But I've never been out with anyone that I fancy ever. Honestly, I'm sorry to... I don't think people do. I really don't. Obviously. No, I really... I've got a theory behind it, though. Honestly, you can't talk to people that you fancy. Honestly, you can't. Somebody introduce me to someone that I fancy. They'll say, Sally, this is Simon, or whatever. Simon, this is Sally. He'll say, hello, Sally, nice to meet you. And I'll go, I've just had my smear test. You know... often shit just pours out the mouth, doesn't it? So what I do is I go out to people and hope that I'm going to end up fancying them. And so far it's got me through life. It's fine, but I'm back single again. I'm doing the first dating. That is nerve-wracking. I'd forgotten how nerve-wracking. Oh my God, it's awful. Do you know, I've been on two first dates. One of them, I was so nervous, I was practically crapping myself. That was the level of the nerves, which turned out to be something he was into. So every cloud. But this is a little bit of advice for the ladies. Really, since I've been single, men don't want to be your friend. They don't, right? They really don't. Honestly, I keep falling into the trap. The amount of times I think, oh, I've got a lovely man as a friend. This is lovely. We're going out for a chat. Oh, it's lovely. He's finding out all about me, having a coffee. It's ever so nice. Oh, there's his penis. And if you're a woman and you think, that doesn't apply to me, I've got a lot of male friends, that's because you're minging. That wasn't for you, was it? That one, it's for you. They're lovely. She's smiling, bless her. Can't do much else with that Botox. But I've had tragedy in relationships. I really have. I know it's a cliche, but I've been out with shit people. Honestly, I don't think I'm a very good judge of character. I really don't. Well, at least that's what my friend Karen Matthews used to tell me. But it's a joke. No, but honestly, I have had shit relationships. I swear to you, I went out with somebody with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. That is a nightmare. Even if you haven't got it yourself, you spend enough time with somebody with it, it starts to seep into your life as well. Honestly, lovely bloke, it became too much. In the end, I had to finish with him. But he made me do that 7 times. Sex was good. Oh, I did try to understand it. I'm not that shallow. I got onto the website, www.ocd.ocd.ocd.ocd.ocd. I went out with a stupid man, really stupid. I remember once he accused me of being ignorant when he meant arrogant. I didn't have the heart to correct him, thus confirming the accusation. I think you'll find it's arrogant. He had described himself once as being absolutely paraplegic when he meant paralytic. But you can't be too harsh. We all make mistakes. We all get our words wrong, don't we? I remember once saying to him, I love you. And what I meant was, I hate it when you get out of bed naked and put just a cardi on and your William balls hanging down. That was for you. I went out in my 20s. I spent 4 years with an actor. 4 years. He said he was an actor. He never got off the sofa. But you know, those 4 years he spent completely and utterly stoned, constantly stoned, morning, noon, and night stoned. Now, getting stoned is good fun. It's a good laugh. But he was always stoned. And at the beginning of the relationship, I'd be like, yeah, wicked, let's get stoned, yeah. But as the relationship went on, as I started to own him, all you could hear coming out of my mouth was nag, 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 numbs the brain, nag, 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 get a fucking job, nag, 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 stop smoking that shit, nag, 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 get off the sofa, etc., etc. 4 years later, nag, 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 stop smoking that shit, nag, 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 get a fucking job, nag, 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 get off the sofa. However, his side of the argument was... boobies. So that relationship ended. I don't know if he's aware, but I've gone. He used to snore all the time. Honestly, that's a fucking nightmare. If you're a bloke in here that snores, just stop it. I don't care what it takes. Cut your head off. I couldn't give a fuck. Honestly. It is that annoying. Honestly, I used to sit on the landing crying because I couldn't get any sleep. That was, honestly, do you know, I told my mum once, and my mum said one of the best things I've ever heard about relationships. I said to my mum, I can't stand it. He snores all the time. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I can't bear it. It's so annoying. And my mum went, oh, won't be long before just his breathing annoys you. Thanks, Mum. My mum and dad have been together 40 years. I love watching relationships that people have been together for that long. They just coexist around the house. You know, when you're 18 and you think you're going to meet the one, it's going to be romantic, it's going to be wonderful, you've got real high hopes for this romance. You get to your mid-30s, and if you're not married, you tend to look at your current partner and go, oh, that'll do. And then my mum and dad, you know, they've been together that long because they have the beds separate in the summer and they push them back together again in the winter for warmth. It's horrible, isn't it? But you know, my dad actually uses my mum's bathwater after she's finished. He gets into the bath. I know, I couldn't believe it. I said to my mum, I can't believe he gets into your bathwater after you've finished. And my mum went, I make sure I do a big wee in it first. I've got to go, but I don't want to leave you thinking that I'm very, very bitter about men. I'm not. I like men, I really do. You're good for a lot of things. I know where to put the scarf plug, stuff like that. No, No, I do, because I've had complaints. Somebody wouldn't book me for a gig. She said, you do too much stuff for women, Sally. You need to start doing more stuff for men. A little bit too much stuff for women. You start angling it all towards men. So now what I do, I haven't done it tonight, is in some of my shows, is all the same material, but in a bikini. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a delight. I wish you well. I hope I see you again. Thank you very much.